Gabe here and welcome to Turkey. I'm traveling to every country in the world and now I'm in Istanbul, where I will be exploring the city, going into an ancient water cistern, entering holy mosques, seeing all the famous Istanbul cats, taking cruises on the Bosphorus and much more. I gave them 160 euros and they gave me this stack of cash right here. Hey guys, I just arrived in Istanbul, which is in Turkey, and there's two things I'm very surprised about. First of all, everyone is wearing like long pants and long sleeves. And I thought it was gonna be like hot, but no, it's actually a very pleasant temperature. We're currently in the beginning of May. And the second thing, there's cats everywhere, like literally everywhere. I took the metro from the airport to one of the main stations, and now I'm walking to my hostel, which is close to the Hagia Sophia. Should be maybe a 20-minute walk. Going through this nice park right now, which is full of seagulls. I'm not joking, wherever you look, there's a cat. And this is the Hagia Sophia. There has to be a better angle to look at it. And right across from Hagia Sophia is the Blue Mosque, both of which I'm going into maybe tomorrow or the next day. And I am so hungry. The only thing I had today was orange juice for breakfast, and now it's almost 9 p.m. So I'm gonna do my check-in, drop off my backpack, and then grab something to eat. There's so many restaurants in this street, but they all select the same thing. So I just went to the end of the road where it was like less people and sat inside, and I had some lamb chops, some fresh lemonade, and they also gave me some bread and olive oil. Very good, but it was like 30 euros, which is more on the expensive side, I think, in Turkey. Why does every city have Egyptian obelisks? One solid piece and super thick, unlike the one in Rome. This is the Blue Mosque, which you don't need a ticket for to go in. I got some, I'm not sure what these are called, but like nuts. This is something that in Germany we only have for Christmas, like a chestnut. Maybe it's a chestnut. Good morning. I just had some breakfast, which was included in my stay at the hostel. Now I'm walking to the Basilica Cistern. I haven't gotten any tickets or made plans, but this is one of the two things I want to see today for sure. So let's see if we can get in without any reservations. The Hagia Sophia had a line of maybe 1 hour. The line over here at the cistern was not even 10 minutes. That is really cool, and it's really cold down here too. And one of these pillars, I'm not sure where it is, it has a Medusa head sideways on the bottom. And no one knows where it came from or how it got there. I was videoing this one here the whole time. When over here, there's an even bigger one, which is actually upside down. They have this red and orange lighting, and they have a green lighting sometimes, and white. And this is called the German fountain, which was a gift from King Wilhelm II to the Ottoman Empire as a sign of friendship, and I think he came here as well. We're now inside the Blue Mosque, which we couldn't go in yesterday, and this is the ceiling. This is what we've seen yesterday, but during the day. And again, of course, there's a cat here. I wanted to go up this tower right here, which is called the Galata Tower and has a nice view over the city. But there's like a 2-hour queue which is not moving at all. So I was looking what else I can do, and I found this tourist pass online, and I paid 170 euros, so like $200 now, for a 2-day tourist pass, which I thought would give me a free entry to all the attractions. But it turns out to be, well, it was a third-party system, and it turns out to be a credit system. So now I have an account with them, and I have like 2,000 credits, and I can redeem these credits for multiple attractions. I guess it still comes out as cheaper as everything else if I want to buy individual entries. This is just complicated. I made some reservations for like a Turkish snack testing, which I'm walking to right now. Then I have a reservation for another tower which is by the river. Then in the distance from here I saw this big TV tower which I'm going to as well later, and then I also made a reservation for an evening river tour. Aside from the stray cats, you also have stray dogs, and all of the ones which I saw are massive. Supposedly the restaurant where I'm going to have my authentic Turkish cuisine snacks is in the middle of this bridge, which I kind of doubt, but we'll see. All tower in the distance is where I'm going to go later. Still looking for the restaurant, which might be under here. Oh, that makes sense. And there's so many people taking like wedding pictures. So this is what they brought me, and some bread as well. That was very touristy. It wasn't. What is my? Look at this. Looks like I have a sunburn from my sunglasses. That was very touristy. It was good. I'm sure it was like sort of traditional food, but it wasn't the best. What I reserved for tonight is probably one of these simple boats and just cruising along the river. The Bosphorus River is splitting Istanbul in two parts. You have the European side and you have the Asian side. And in the middle of them, on the water, is the Maiden Tower, which I'm going to right now. It's like, I don't know if it's lighthouse or some other tower, but it's on a little island in the middle of the river. The ticket for that is usually like 32 euros, so like $40. I got it for free with my tourist pass, but then they still want you to pay for transportation, which was another $5. I'm sure there's a lot of untreated wastewater going in this river, but it does seem very clear and very clean. Being so close to the large ships reminds me of when I lived in the Panama Canal. This is now on top of the Maiden Tower. We came from all the way over here by the bridge, and now, if I can, I'm gonna go up the TV tower, which is somewhere in this direction. I saw these kids eating some chocolate, so I bought some too. Somehow I ended up on the wrong boat, which is fine because this one seems to be docking over there, which is on the Asian side, which is where the TV tower is. This is my first time in Asia. Maiden Tower is over there, and this is the Asian continent. That was the most difficult bus ride I've ever had in my life. The buses don't come when they're supposed to come, and they don't stop where they're supposed to stop. But we're almost there. TV tower is right here behind the plants. I don't think there's any place in Istanbul where I can fly a drone because everything is an historic building or government building or something. Now we're gonna go up here, and here we are. The Mediterranean Sea in the front, and then you have the Bosphorus. So if you follow the Bosphorus along here, it's not actually a river but a channel or a strait, and it does have a strong current coming from the Black Sea over here into the Mediterranean, because all of the rainwater, all of the rivers which flush into the Black Sea, they have to drain into the bigger ocean. There's a guy washing windows right here. Looks like he's having a lot of fun. That wasn't as exciting because you were behind glass, like the Vanderbilt Tower in New York, but still cool because this TV tower is the highest point in Istanbul, the highest structure, and therefore the highest viewing platform. So you get a nice view of the whole city, of both sides of the strait and the actual river. I'm walking around way too much. I'm looking for a place right now which is supposed to give me a... Look at that huge stray dog again. They're all so massive. Why are you so big? I made it, and I even have my own table. Got some fish and lettuce. My fish dinner was actually pretty good, but this is a good reminder to never do cheap tourist attractions. Although maybe like $17–20 might even be worth it just to be on this boat at night and like cruise around and like, I don't know, see the scenery. But I could definitely skip the entertainment downstairs. Here's the Maiden Tower from earlier. It's actually very pretty with the complete darkness around it. Good morning. I'm now on my way to another dock to go on another boat trip because yesterday was such a good experience. So this is a breakfast cruise. It's a little bit more on the expensive side, so maybe it's better. And the beautiful Hagia Sophia right by my hostel. It doesn't look so bad. Got some olives and a salad, different cheeses. I think this is butter and honey. I'm eating from a silver platter. So much better. They served me some Turkish tea, some poached eggs on bread, and a quiche. Served just probably some fried bread and some like peanut creme brulee. This is definitely a big quantity of food, but it's all very good, unlike yesterday. If possible, I'm gonna go up the Galata Tower later, which is the one right there behind the building. Imagine the safety features they would have to implement in the US. This would not be possible. Falling inside here, no bueno. These steps are famous for something, and someone filmed a viral video from this window up here, which I would like to recreate. But this building is a police department, so I don't think there's any way for me to get up there. Back at the Hagia Sophia now, because at the Galata Tower there was 2 school groups, and the lady told me I should come back in like 1.5 hours so I don't have to wait. There's no one in the line to get in. Everyone's in the line to get their tickets over here. But because I have the tourist pass, I do have a ticket now. So maybe it was worth it after all. We're now on the upper floor of the Hagia Sophia. I read somewhere that they only opened this part to the public in 2023. And these are all of the original unrestored ceilings and walls. Down here you have the prayer floor. This is a door made of marble. There's a mosaic hidden behind these white panels, which is the Virgin Mary. Now back to the Galata Tower. Yesterday I took the boat from down here and we took the ferry all the way to the Maiden Tower in the back. And then we dropped off there on land and we went to the TV tower. And then in the afternoon I somehow went down the mountain, crossed this bridge, and then in the evening took the evening dinner ferry cruise from here all the way up the river. Down here is where they make these fake videos with the red dress and I think the balloon that you let go. And I did want to go to this peninsula over here, which is the Okapi Museum complex, which is the old residency of the sultans from a couple hundred years ago, but it's open every day except Tuesday, and today is Tuesday. I'm gonna try some Turkish sweets in the shop which has all of these certificates and awards. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to my house. No. Don't eat it. Just eat it. I thought it's sugar. No. I just went to this butcher shop here on the Asian side of Istanbul, which is like much more local. And I saw that they have like lots of types of milk, and I was gonna check if they have like fresh milk or goat's milk or something, but they didn't. So I was gonna buy some ayran, which is a like sort of salty yogurt drink, and the cashier said he won't let me pay for it. He wants me to have it as a gift. So now I'm drinking some ayran. I also just went to this lab to get a body checkup, because that's something very common here in Turkey that people come for. I got something called a gold checkup. Tomorrow I'm gonna get my blood results, and when I come back from Cappadocia, which I'm flying to tomorrow, and I come back on the 12th or 11th on Sunday, then I'm gonna do my radiology tests. Here a quick sneak peek of Cappadocia, which was by far my favorite trip so far, so make sure you watch the next video as well. I was doing a little bit of research online and I found prices ranging from like 300 to 1,250. So I looked up the most common clinics and I just went to the one on the Asian side on site. Like I didn't make an appointment or anything. I just showed up and I paid 140 euros. And now, after walking around for the last 2 days, I'm getting a Swedish massage in Turkey. That was very relaxing. First time I paid for a massage. I got a 50-minute Swedish massage and then went into the sauna and steam room. And then they had like a relaxation room as well, and they made me some coffee. The total was 1,600 Turkish lira, which is around $50. Before I had my blood samples and stuff taken, I didn't eat anything since the day before, because you have to be on a fast when they take your blood for it not to be skewed. So I didn't eat anything, and then I only had a small snack afterwards. So now I'm on my way to the south of Istanbul to a seafood market. I'm now at the port, at the first shop selling fresh fish. They have spiny lobster, they have groupers, some live fish and shrimps, and I don't know, all of this different stuff. Hello, how's it going? There's a real lobster here. I think those are rock lobsters. And of course, if you have fish, you're gonna have a kitty. It's a nice little market. They're trying to keep it up. I'm sure it's been here for a long time. It's, I think, called the Old Fish Market of Kudikap, the historic fish market. I ordered a salad, some shrimp, and grilled calamari, and bread. I did see the menu, but this was expensive. I paid $55 for this meal, which was just basically appetizers and then some baklava, which I didn't film. But anyway, I'm here at the port now. I totally forgot that I bought this magnetic attachment, so I can just put this camera on the pole like this, focus it on myself, on my face, and now it actually tracks me and follows me around wherever I go.